We now present you with Tabby reacting to his old vines. Thank you for watching Tabby reacting to his old vines. Up next is Tabby reacting to...
So here we are. I pinky promised you guys, Year of the Snitch. Now, I am not a listener of experimental noise rap, any of the sort. The only thing that caught my attention was Veteran, and your boy became a believer. There, so now you guys know I'm not playing. I was turned over. That right there is proof. There's a hair on my mic. A little face pube. I've listened to a couple Death Grip songs. This is my first album of theirs that I'm about to listen to in full. This is basically my introduction to their band, which, let me just read some information off of the top of my head. They're from Sacramento, California. Their lead person is MC Ride, also known as Stephen Burnett, who was also a part of the band Fire, and also went under the name MXLPLX Mixelplex. Their lead drummer is Zach Hill, who was part of the band Hella at one time and is considered the best math drummer fucking ever. And their audio engineer, Andy Morin. They've came out with 5 albums, 1 mixtape, and 4 EPs. Thank you to Tim Anstald for randomly supplying me this information out of nowhere, knowing that I was going to do this video, so cool. Okay, basically on Twitch, everybody was like, react to Death Grips, and I was like, fine, okay, I'll do their next album. And everybody's like, fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. And then tonight I was like, hey, gonna review their new album. Everybody's like, no, dude. Fuck no, dude. You gotta listen to that shit first. 10 things they've put out before you... Bro, I don't got the time for that. I'm literally like admitting to being stubbornly ignorant. I'm gonna listen to this, and you're gonna like it. Shut up, Brent. Fucking Brent. Idiot. First track is Death Grips. Is as on... How are you gonna start a video and you can't even read the first fucking song, Tabby? Death Grips is online. This is cool. This is the part I don't like in the instrumental. It sounds too happy. Oh, this is sick. Whoa. That just sounded like a super aggressive, like, 90s club banger. I was thinking of Night at the Roxbury's the whole time, but just on Angel Dust. There was that one part in the beat that sounded really dancey that I commented on that I wasn't really that big of a fan of. But then when it went into the breakdown moments and the super fast, like, do. Honestly, I thought that was really cool. Like, if you put any song from the early 2000s on a spoon and heated it up and shoved it in your arm, basically like making music a drug at this point. That's like the coolest fucking analysis I've ever heard. You're only one song in, dude, of this Death Grips album, and you're already like blowing my goddamn brain like it's a Kleenex and it's fucking allergy season, bro. This track is Flies. Obviously, my untrained ears can't understand a goddamn word he's saying, so... Oh! Exception, complexion of silver drinkers. Is this supposed to represent flies? Just a big ol'... Huh! I really do appreciate the amount of thought that's going into the instrumentals. I just feel like I'm inside of a brain. Like, I feel like I am watching Nerve Endings Fire, and it's creating a beat. Or, like, I'm just a part of the bloodstream, dude. Dude, you're fucking blowing my mind again, bro. These fucking science analogies, man. Black Paint's the next track. Ooh, this one's dope. Oh, shit. This is a tasty lick. That track was dope. That's like the most normal track I could have heard from them, I think, just because I'm kind of used to that sound. In high school and shit, I listened to metalcore and pop punk and post-hardcore and punk and grungy shit. Like, I've heard songs like that before, so I'm super used to that. And that just kind of like bringing old 17-year-old Tabby back into the forefront. Scene kid, did my hair for 25 minutes every day. Tabby. That made me feel nostalgic, at least for my musical taste. I like that a lot. Definitely something I could go back to without question. That shit was hard. Linda's in custody.
God come crashing. Significant
This track isn't hitting hard at all. It feels very... Oh, whoa. It felt like the most flat song of the bunch, even though there was a lot of layers. Nothing, like, stood out. Like, that bass was just a sound rather than a bass. But, like, I know that's probably the point of the song. Their style is to not make one part of the instrumental the thing that you go back to. But I don't know. That one I just simply probably just don't understand. I just, like, don't get it, and it wasn't my favorite, and that's all it is right now. This is horn section. Well, this is, Zach Hill's fucking track. How the fuck do you even drum like this, dude? That's funny to, like, make this song called Horn Section when it's just about drumming. I don't know how to feel. That was just a minute and a half of drumming that nobody ever could probably do ever. If I saw that live, I'd probably go like, holy fuck. But, like, listening to an album version of something I'd rather see live is weird to me personally. I don't even know what fucking point I'm trying to make. I'm help. This is ha ha ha. I heard Toyota. Oh, that's sick. I genuinely like this one. It's cool. Ha ha ha. Bitch, weird. That's an example where the beat has highlight moments where, like, the bass is good in this part, or then this guitar comes in here. You can kind of discern what MC Ride's saying a little bit more in that track. That and Black Paints have definitely been my favorites so far. This is Shit Show. What the fuck is going on? I believe that was the sound of me pissing my pants. Yeah, that just sounds like every single metalcore song that has ever been made compiled onto each other. That was a shit show. I think they just looked up the Google definition of what shit show meant and then said, hey, let's get the guys together and just kind of boom, boom, boom. I'm so sorry for how I'm acting in this video. I'm like in the weirdest place. My brain is mush right now. It's mashed potatoes. I can eat my brain for comfort food right now, man. Oh, this is streaky.
Streaky, 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 streaky. Booty on the outside, open my flag for the backslide. Don't throw it on the ground. Booty on the outside.
Has anyone ever subtly dabbed to death grips before? I don't care what y'all say, this track's fire. That was sick. Yeah, I got nothing bad to say about that one. I love his flow, and the beat switches were dope, and the whole instrumental was sick as hell. I really like the record scratching they've had consistently throughout. This track's Dilemma.
California. I'm in the studio with Death Grips. They're working on their new album at Sunset Sound Studios. They have a dilemma.
Oh, this got loud as shit. Ooh. Yo, that groove is sick as fuck. The vocals are really just another instrument. It feels like it's an instrumental album. Ooh. I think this is sick. I like this one a lot too. It reminds me a lot of Tony Hawk American Wasteland menu music or something. This is Little Richard. Whoa. Yo, this is just the song Master Chief is thinking when he's blasting elites in the fucking dome. I think something's clicking, man, because I like this too, and I know it's a cacophony, but like, this is really cool. Ooh. Oh. Yo, this sounds like Final Boss music, man. This is The Fear. Got some jazz keys in there, okay. It's like, how do you find the pocket of these flows? That's crazy. These time signature switches are really dope. Oh, I didn't expect to like this album. Oh, this part is so fucking dope. God damn it. This outro's sick. I think something clicked because this isn't seeming unapproachable to me. You kind of have to sit down and not pay attention, but pay attention at the same time. You gotta let the song hit you rather than like try to decipher it. After Linda's in Custody, I said, okay, how about you stop trying to think of this song musically and just think of it as what it is. And I think that little shift has helped me absorb this material. I'm enjoying it. You know, I don't know if it's something I'd ever return to, but it's not bad at all. I think if I grew up a lot differently and I never listened to that type of music, this would throw me off even more. So, thanks, Emo Tabs! Outro is track 12. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, this riff! This riff! Ugh! This is gonna go right into disappointed! Oh! This is nuts. Whoa, what the fuck? Yeah, this is like a 60s surfer jam flipped on its head. Whoa, dude, you're blowing my fucking head off a god. It's like imagine waking up in the morning and just like sipping tea to the song. Well, the pancake's ready here. See, this would be sick to see live. Like this part, people would get murdered. Huh! Okay, so that was Year of the Snitch by Death Grips. I kinda tried just going in, especially with the reaction on Twitter with me doing this album first. People were like, don't advise that. And that's understandable. As with all artists, you would want to know their background before you listen to their new stuff because obviously they've evolved. They've tried new things. Some of their musical trademarks that you can go, oh, that's a Death Grips song, are on their first projects. And I get that. But, you know, views. But as a newcomer to Death Grips, as somebody who's never checked out an album in full, just a couple tracks here and there, this ain't half bad. Honestly, this album feels like every rock thing that I've ever heard in my entire life put into one album. Every element that I've ever enjoyed through metal, through punk, through grunge, through anything is together, and hip-hop. It basically sounds like my transition period into what I listen to now, from metalcore to hip-hop. The audible version of me going like, what's this hip-hop stuff? Or just me taking hip-hop more seriously. If there's anything that turned me off from this, it's because I'm a newcomer to noise rap. This is a new style for me, so I don't feel like I have much credibility to comment on this like oh, they should have done this. This wasn't that good. Blah, blah, blah. Like, the only song I have that for, I guess, is Linda's in Custody, because nothing stuck out for me for that track. At least all of these tracks, besides that one, made me go, like, at a specific moment, you know, I had a moment with each song. That one didn't really have anything to offer to me. It felt like their most lackluster track. And I don't know if you guys agree, or I'll just get a flood of comments saying, that's the best fucking song, you crack. You piece of crack. But yeah, that's the only low part I found on this album. You can tell there's a lot of different eras that they borrowed from. It felt like we were in a musical arcade and you were just going to different boxes and trying to get the high score on this one, and that's the intense moments where he's like high score. So oddly, in an experimental album, it sounds old school. Not nostalgic, it just sounds like old school elements being retweaked, remixed, and brought to the forefront again. And it's cool understanding how they can construct music. Like I said in the beginning, because of help, Zach Hill, their drummer, is a math drummer, and math drumming is like time signature. They're out the window, but they're so in the window that it's like a wormhole. I don't know what I'm saying. Again, play a Tabby drinking game, all right? Every time I'm just rambling, trying to make sense, and I go, that doesn't make any sense. Take a fucking drink. Take a whole drink. Drink the whole whatever you're drinking, you pussy bitch. Don't do that. Please don't, because you'll die. The results will be an obituary of any one of my subscribers, because I do that every time, and if you drink a full drink for any time I ramble without having any coherent thought behind it, you will all die. But also, don't be a pussy. Bitch. This album makes it hard for me to critique. I'm basically giving you my mental notes from what I took from this album. I feel like this band is needed to be experienced live. And I also said while I was listening to it that it sounds instrumental. They're using MC Ride's vocals and just any vocals in general as an instrument. They kind of sound like a fucked up Daft Punk. I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would, and probably enough to go back to it. I love Streaky. I might just go back to Streaky because that's a banger. Yeah, it's definitely different than this boy over here. I'm definitely interested in Death Grips a lot more now. I'm glad that you guys hounded me. It's pretty cool that people can get together and make music like this where it's all unified and it's chaos, but it's like a lightning in a bottle moment. You are controlling chaos right now. That's a super underrated skill to have. So I definitely admire the artistry behind this more than anything about it. Please subscribe. Trying to get to 100K. Patreon, Twitch, Discord, my penis, all down there. And yeah. Thanks for watching.
Stay beautiful, babes.
And I'm an independent man who don't need no musical opinion. Oh god. This video is gonna be a doozy.